It's the championship finale. 11 games down, one last to go to crown a champion. Cody Hills and Marty Zuro with you here from the Villages High School in Middleton, Florida. It is the championship matchup in the Battle at the Villages. The Bartow Yellow Jackets out of Polk County, Florida, bring their 13-1 mark, well, into hostile territory. The hosts, the Buffalo of the Villages here in Middleton, Florida, and their 10-3 record, the defending event champions, will look to repeat here tonight. Should be a really fun one here for you. Glad you're with us. We have played 11 games in this tournament, and we have decided placements for everybody else except these top two teams. There is a gold basketball trophy on the line, a couple other superlatives as well to hand out. But to earn it, well, you're gonna have to earn it. This tournament lives up to its namesake. It is a battle in every sense of the word. We're expecting that here tonight. A couple of squads who play a physical brand of basketball. Of course, Bartow, that traditional Polk County style basketball. They're gonna run and jump, they're gonna get in your face, and they're gonna be physical. But hey, the Villages got that blueprint down as well. The state runner-ups from a year ago in Class 3A. They have been to the Final Four more than a handful of times in the last few years as well. Should be a good one here tonight. Getting ready for starting lineups inside. How each of these teams got here, let's take you through the journey. For Bartow, they opened with a 92-67 win over De La Salle out of Chicago back on Monday afternoon. They were the first game of our tournament, game number 1. Then they had the penultimate game yesterday, the semifinal yesterday, beating St. Mary's 64-61. The Villages opened with their largest margin of victory ever in this tournament, 85-28 over East Hall back on Monday night. And then in the nightcap last night, held off a hard charge late from McCallie School out of Chattanooga, Tennessee, 67-62. We're gonna step aside here momentarily, turn it over to the in-house announcer, Kyle Coppola, and have our national anthem, and we'll meet you for the starting lineups on the other side of the break right after this. Back with you here, Cody Hills and Marty Zuro getting you set to go for the Battle at the Villages Championship. The Buffalo looking to defend their title after winning it for the first time 1 year ago. Start the starting lineup for the visitors. Bartow, guard number 0, James Rattery. Guard number 3, Cyrus Sinfort. Guard number 12, Jackylan Crossley. More on him in a moment. Forward number 22, Derwin Link. And fellow forward number 24, Dylan Brinson. There has not been a better player in terms of scoring the basketball in this tournament than Jackylan Crossley, 12 in blue. 23.5 points per game through these first two contests. So he is the one to watch. 12 in blue. Bartow, the road team, as I mentioned, head coach Terrence McGriff. Now the house lights will go down as we get set for the Villages, as their intro video will play here inside the arena. Bartow will be wearing the home blue uniforms with the orange trim. orange Bartow across their chest. And white numbers as well, orange trim across the leg and the side of the body. The Buffalo, as you see on your screen, in their home white uniforms, says Buffalo across the chest in green, as well as green numbers outlined in the Vegas gold. Last of the video playing here inside the arena. Decent crowd on New Year's Eve, expecting to fill up even more as we get going. As we ring in the new year here with you, the Battle at the Villages Championship. Here's how the Buffalo will line it up. A 6'7" senior forward, LSU signee number 0, Hurley Brutus. A senior 6'4" guard, number 2, Jared Thompson. A 6'2" junior guard, number 3, Aaron Britt Jr. A 6'6" senior guard, number 5, Ethan Beavis. And a 6'7" junior forward, number 23, Jomar Bernard. The Buffalo are coached by Colt McDowell. You don't think this win means something to the Buffalo, do you? Looking to repeat. It took 11 years for the Buffalo to finally win this championship. They did it last year. Had to beat a really good Windermere squad to do it. Went all the way to the state final. Lost in a heartbreaker to Calvary Christian, and now they are back. And Colt McDowell has said the road back to Jacksonville, as the Final Four has shifted here in Florida from Lakeland to Jacksonville, but the road to the Final Four in Jacksonville, it officially starts tonight for this team, and getting that Battle at the Villages championship, it means a lot to them. So here we go. Buffalo and Yellow Jackets. It'll be Derwin Link and Jomar Bernard to jump for the two teams. The Yellow Jackets will go left to right on your screen. And the home Buffalo will go right to left to kick things off. Here we go, Jomar Bernard and Derwin Link to tip it off. And the 2025 Battle at the Villages Championship, we're underway. Tip controlled by Bartow, left to right on your screen. Rattery goes in motion. This is going to be a physical man-to-man matchup, and as I bring in my partner, Marty Zero. Marty, it is going to be a physical one.
Yeah, you're looking at Bartow's ability to affect the game on defense and also their slashing attack, which you just saw there. And you're looking for the Buffalo. They need to make sure they maintain possession and that if they get hot shooting, they stay hot shooting.
Turnovers should be a key point in this game. And right away, almost one there. Up inside, though, is Beavis. He recovers. And we are tied early. Off and running we go. Both teams scoring the basketball.
And we were almost part of that action. Multiple players crashing into the scorer's table over here.
Drinks are secure. 2-2 game. Both teams scoring on their first possession. This game could get high scoring. Sort of feels that way. Even though they're both defensive-minded, you think the pace and tempo could lead to it. Both teams also like a high volume of shots. 3-point, no faked by Sinford. He drives into the trees. Bernard does a good job defending, and he's going to come away with the rebound.
And that's going to be Brutus's assignment the whole night, boxing out Derwin Link. You cannot let him get those offensive rebounds, and you cannot let him get those dunks that get Bartow excited to play defense.
And Britt Jr. will pass it off to Jomar Bernard. Bernard, Beavis, gives it up to Brutus. Man-to-man defense across the board here for the Yellow Jackets. Britt. Now over to Thompson. That's a deep three from the wing. It's in and it's good. And the Buffalo hitting their first from deep. When they get hot, Marty, they can get hot.
Like I said earlier, they can get hot, but last night the problem was staying hot. In the second half, they struggled against McCauley. They were only 3 for 12 from the three-point line in the second half.
That McCauley game, Buffalo outscored 25-12 in the fourth quarter. It was very much hanging on there late. Free ball on the other way, no good. Beavis the rebound. He's got Brutus up ahead, but it'd be a risky pass past Jakylan Crossley to make it. He'll hold it back. Here's Bernard. He struggled yesterday offensively, but did the other things well. Head coach Colt McDowell talked to us about afterwards. And there a turnover. Brutus gives one back. Rattery brings it up the floor. Inside, tough layup, no good, but the foul's going to be called. We'll see who they get. It's going to be Jomar Bernard.
And it looks like Hurley Brutus, his problem there was he just did not take it strong enough with both hands, both feet going up to the rim. though it does look like Dylan Brinson paid the price. He's holding a bridge of his nose. I think he might have taken a forearm from Hurley Brutus as he went up for that shot.
Hurley Brutus, 6'7" and 210 pounds. Not really one you want to take an elbow from.
I think more than half of that weight is up in his shoulders, broad shoulders for Hurley Brutus. Good, because he shoulders most of the weight for the Buffalo when it comes to making plays alongside point guard Aaron Britt Jr.
Yeah, the Britt and Brutus combination has been so good ever since Brutus came here from from nearby Umatilla ahead of his junior season a year ago. Reached the 1,000 point mark earlier this season as well, Hurley Brutus did.
And you can see Bartow respects the ability of the Villages to break the press. While they were punishing opponents, pressing full court, they're not doing that with the Villages, afraid to give up easy baskets in transition.
Yeah, VHS loves to run. That'll be a focal point tonight. How can they keep them off transition? Beavis 3 just off the back of the rim. Link soars for a rebound. 6'6" sophomore. This is a sophomore-heavy team in terms of some of the key players. Rattery a sophomore, Sinford a sophomore, and Link as well. Inside basket there, the aforementioned Link. And he is the heartbeat. He is the emotional leader of this squad.
And something Link has been incredibly good at is not only dunking the basketball, but staying on balance with tricky finishes around the rim.
Britt dribbling it up the court. We will see Hurley Brutus get into that point forward position as well at times. Here's Thompson, already made his first three-pointer of the night. This is Bernard from the wing. Off the back of the rim, high rebound, offensive board. Beavis put back, no good. Gets second rebound and gets it swiped away from him though. Rattery on the steal. Here's Crossley, high scoring man for this Yellow Jackets squad. And the put up in is good by Link. Yellow Jackets extend the lead 8-5. You see Brinson getting in Brutus's way there.
Have to be careful with that strategy. It can be construed as can delay a game.
There is Cyrus Sinfort, called for the reach in on Aaron Britt Jr. Buffalo look like they know that this is what's going to come from Bartow. They want to get in your face, try to rattle you early. If there's one team that's probably not going to be rattled, though, it is the Villages Buffalo.
Yeah, used to handling the pressure in practice every single day. A game like this is exactly what the Villages prepares for.
5 shot attempts each side. Bartow, one more make. The Villages, one more three-pointer. We have a foul here.
62.
Coming the other way. Is this going to go on Rattery? No, sorry, it's a clock issue.
Jared, 62.
And if there's one thing that the two coaches of these two teams, Colt McDowell for the Villages, Terrence McGriff for Bartow, they have a lot of respect for each other and how they play, or they expect their teams to play basketball.
Eight 8-5 the score. 29 on the shot clock. 6 seconds rolled off there. The shot clock staying still. Inbounds here after Rattery finishes tying the sneaker. 4 seconds for the Buffalo to get across with the inbound in the backcourt, and they do. Aaron Britt Jr.'s got to go. He just does get across the timeline. Beavis is open. Get the pass in the shooter's pocket, though. Brutus. Over to Thompson. Back to Beavis. He's going to take the shot. It's up, and it's good. Ethan Beavis, knockdown sharpshooter.
And Ethan Beavis, finally it seems becoming comfortable in his body as Bartow returns the favor. Three-pointer down there. Beavis growing 6 inches in the matter of 18 months, and his shot was affected last year. It seems like it's become more balanced, and Brutus, another costly turnover for the Buffalo.
After the 3 by Crossley, and you can't let him get going. Turnover here. Jacoby Terry checks in the bowl game for Bartow. We have been impressed with him all tournament long. 14 in blue. The junior 5'8" point guard is as scrappy as they come. Look at the defense there, and they're going to call the foul. The ball was already ripped away. That's going to be the second on Jomar Bernard, so we'll see if Miles Simpson gets the call from the bench. And it is. He was right in front of me the whole time, didn't see him. Miles Simpson, the top player in the state of Missouri, transferring to the Villages prior to this season. We're excited to see the rankings when they come out where he lands in the state of Florida. Top player in the sophomore class. Been a spark plug for this team early on. Here's Rattery. He got some space. He'll take the 3. It is short. Thompson the rebound up ahead. He's going to fire it up to Britt. A lackadaisical pass, and there's the aforementioned Terry. Gets it back to Crossley. That's a lot of room for him to shoot. He knocks it down in front of some friends from Bartow.
And boy, it sort of echoes a little bit of how the Villages struggled early in last year's championship game against Windermere. Windermere absolutely hot from the three-point line. Bartow following along, or should I just say Crossley hot from the three-point line.
Jared Thompson after another offensive rebound from Ethan Beavis. Good move by Thompson. This could be a game where Jared Thompson is maybe your X factor. If the pressure is going to be put on Aaron Britt Jr. and Hurley Brutus, how are guys like Jared Thompson and Ethan Beavis going to step up? Good start there. Rattery the shot, no good. Brutus the rebound. This might be that high-scoring game we're looking for. Beavis inside. Layup, what a find from the point forward, Hurley Brutus. Now up ahead, Terry unabated to the rim, but he overshoots it all. And did he step on the line?
No, it's a foul call against Ethan Beavis. He was shoving him.
Beavis called for the foul. Good eye, partner. Just the first on Beavis.
And Jared Thompson, no surprise that he's the option that the Buffalo turned to while Brutus and Britt were out with injuries in camps during the summer and fall. He is the one, Thompson, that the Buffalo relied on for success during the offseason.
Inbounds here, now inside. That's Brinson up over Beavis and the foul. And now there's trouble. There's two on Ethan Beavis. So Bernard with two, Beavis with two. See what the Buffalo choose to do. And Coach Colt McDowell. And Kamani Weathers a potential option. Gonna let Beavis ride it out. No, Jared Thompson's gonna check back in.
The one thing I don't think that Coach Colt McDowell will like about that is this game's going to be physical. If that's the type of foul calls that they can expect, there's going to be trouble for the Buffalo.
If you're one thing, you just want to see it both ways, I think, if you're Colt McDowell. Here's Aaron Britt Jr. That's a deep three from AB, no good. Beavis just missed time, the offensive rebound jump. Now coming back the other way, this is Crossley, another three. That one's short, but the putback there, number 20, Matthew Williams checks in the game, gets the putback. Buffalo, sorry, Marty, go ahead.
And Jared Thompson here at the scorer's table. He's probably the sub for Beavis. He claps his hand in frustration at that putback.
I say the offensive rebounds is something that have plagued VHS in years past. They have cleaned it up somewhat this season. They've been a lot better about it, but already two here for Bartow.
It's so hard to do a good job of boxing out and rebounding in transition like that, especially off of a miss that gets Bartow running.
6-point lead for the Yellow Jackets here early, our battle at the Villages Championship. The Buffalo, the hosts, looking to repeat. Simpson, corner, Thompson, pump fakes, get Crossley in there. Now he goes in with a body, no call. There's a lot of contact there. Cole McDowell wanted it, not gonna get it.
The thing that Cole McDowell wants it is not that that's a foul call, but in how Beavis was officiated, it's the same exact type of contact where, yes, the player walled up, but he came up and down on the shooting motion of the offensive player.
Now double trap here coming, Brutus and Lee, and they get Terry to fall to his backside, and that should be a travel. Nope, I think, is that a kick ball motion? We're talking it over. Will be kicked out of bounds. It'll be Buffalo basketball. Turnover to Bartow. Buffalo will take possession. Aaron Britt Jr. wants the energy. Rattery checks back in. Also the first look at Zarian Zimmerman. Zarian Zimmerman, I don't believe, has played in this tournament yet, unless he was in late mop-up duty. At least significant minutes early in games. To be fair, both these teams very deep. Shouldn't be maybe surprised that Zimmerman's in. Here's inside, Brutus kicks it out to Simpson. He fakes a pass. That's Aaron Britt Jr., deep three, knocks it down, AB for three. Back the other way, after makes and misses, both teams are gonna wanna go. Rattery, no good. Simpson the rebound. Buffalo off and running. He's got Thompson ahead of the pack. He holds it up though. He does a little floater, no good. Oh my, Hurley Brutus, the king, one-handed jam. 10 seconds to go in the first quarter. It's a one-point game now all of a sudden.
And it looked like Brutus had a springboard under him when he rose up for that putback slam.
Rattery a deep three, no good, and the Buffalo get it back within one. Boy, oh boy, are you not entertained. What a first quarter of action, capped off here by the putback dunk by Hurley Brutus. We've got a 1-point game. Grab a drink, settle in. It's 18-17, the Battle at the Villages Championship on YouTube. Back with you for the second quarter of action, and action, the key word. Bartow leads at 18-17. Both teams making 7 shots from the field. BHS with one more three-pointer, but Bartow a couple of free throws offset it and give us that 1-point advantage.
That's just an absolutely tremendous effort by Hurley Brutus on that putback. You have to love that the Buffalo are answering Bartow's intensity with intensity of their own. Sure, there was a little bit of struggle there in the middle of the first quarter, but boy, these two teams seem to be going at it.
BHS, mentioned the defending champions, took 11 years for the Buffalo to finally win one of these things, and make no mistake about it, Colt McDowell, head coach, will tell you, be the first to tell you, they were the doormat of this tournament first handful of years, 3 or 4 years. Well, they finally started to be a little bit more competitive, made the first championship game in 2017, made another in 2019, and it kept eluding them until finally winning that championship last year against Windermere. So to repeat, he said it would mean a lot. As it kind of goes without saying, we'll say it anyways. Second quarter underway. Cam Lee, freshman point guard, been really impressed with him early on this season. Gives it up to Aaron Britt Jr. This allows Aaron Britt Jr. to play that 2 position more so, Marty.
It does, and it's kind of what you want to have happen. Aaron Britt Jr., yes, he's your lead point guard, but you want him off ball so he can do things like this, catch and shoot, and great effort by Miles Simpson on that one.
Boy, Miles Simpson has come in off the bench with a foul trouble to Bernard and given you everything you could ask for thus far. Let's see if he goes and tries to get a shot. Nope, he's content without it. Cam Lee, extra pass to Brutus, wing 3, off the backboard and the rim. No good, Simpson the rebound. He goes in for it, shot is good, bucket in the, oh, we're gonna go the other way with the charge. Colt McDowell can just smile. Buffalo bench irate. The home fans letting them know about it as well.
I'll tell you what, it's definitely a close one. It's closer than it looked in real time when it slowed down on that replay. I think if it was the Buffalo on the other end, Colt McDowell would want the charge call in the same situation like that.
Down here asking another official, did you have the same thing? Rattery brings it across the timeline. Gives it up to Zimmerman. Now weaves his way back inside. This is Link over top 2 defenders. Both Simpson and Brutus jump. Neither of them all that close to him though. Still a contested make. 20-17 now. Britt over across to Brutus. It's inside to Simpson, back in the corner. Cam Lee, corner 3, off the mark. Thompson can't get the rebound. Still fighting for it though. That might have hit off of the Bartow player, and it's while he was out of bounds. Trying to get the number there. I think that was Zimmerman. It was. Jacoby Terry checking in.
Something we'll have to keep an eye on is with Beavis and Bernard on the bench with 2 fouls. Extended minutes here from Miles Simpson and Cam Lee. 2 guys that, while they're extremely talented, aren't quite as meshed into the Buffalo system yet as their first-year members of this roster.
Here's Britt, little hesitation move, now the floater, and he's gonna get the foul. And if Colt McDowell didn't get that one, I think he might have lost his glasses. They might have been chucked across the floor. He grabbed them right as the call should have been made, and it was.
That is the same type of call made against Ethan Beavis. I'm not sure I like either of them for the type of game we're seeing here today. Extremely physical.
I think there's just that acclimation period, right? If it's gonna be whistled one way, you want at least the consistency and called all throughout the night. We'll see if that is the case. Britt misses the first free throw. The Buffalo have been much better as of late. They started poor, and that's fair to say, and maybe even nice of me to say, shooting at the free throw line early this year. They've gotten better, up over 65% as a team now.
Some of that I wonder is if just from the intensity that the Buffalo have to play at, if their legs just were not fully under them.
And that's a tough one too. Terry really kind of flopped a little bit there. Aaron Britt Jr. did put a hand on him, but it's the first on Britt. It is physical here tonight, as we expected it to be. Made the joke in the opening. It is every much a battle, this tournament, and particularly the championship. Here's Rattery going up against Lee. He gives it off to Terry.
I'll tell you what, the Buffalo are in their version of a man-to-man, but box one type thing. Jared Thompson's not allowed to be more than a foot away from Ja'Kylan Crossley at any point, especially when he's on that three-point line.
Miles Simpson, another good job tipping the rebound out up to Brutus up ahead. Late bucket and the foul. Hurley Brutus.
Pivotal moment here for the Buffalo. This free throw will give them a lead. And you kind of see it from the Buffalo. When they get that lead and they get that momentum going, it starts to build for them. It's a good thing.
Bartow led by as much as 6. Score's been tied now 3 times. This would be our 3rd lead change. And I had to open my mouth. Brutus, that thing had a ton of English on it. It spun out. Here's Rattery. Oh, he might have carried that one.
And for those baseball fans watching us, English and basketball, not so good.
Here is Britt. Terry on him. That's a tough matchup. That is a call, but...
And now here's your issue. Britt picks up his second. Do you go to the bench or do you trust him? Cole McDowell might be incentivized to trust him here.
I think you do. I'm with you. I think you trust him and you let him play through it.
Especially
Jaden Kennedy's the next reserve option aside from Cam Lee, who's already been on, or he's already on the floor, excuse me. So, and now another foul. This one on Thompson. Yeah.
Biggest question here is, do you maybe go Zay Garcia for Aaron Britt Jr. to spell him, have Jared move to that second guard slot?
Yeah, it could get bigger with Zayden Garcia 6'5" forward. They got really good minutes out of Garcia last night in that win over McCauley. Now a foul in the inbounds. Cam Lee was held by Rattery.
I made the offhanded comment to Cody earlier before this stream. I said these referees might referee less of a basketball game and more of a boxing fight. I got that wrong. I think they're here refereeing in the middle of a basketball street fight, the way these two teams are going at each other.
There's a lot of contact, and they are calling it, which, again, the point earlier, as long as it stays that way, both teams try to adjust. Here's Lee. Rattery on him. Up ahead to Simpson. Back to the top for Britt. Fakes the shot, gets Terry on the move, shoots the 3 just short. Crossley the rebound.
Not the best shot selection there, considering it was a very long 2 pull-up jump shot. And Cam Lee now on Crossley. He's got to be closer there because Crossley will shoot it from anywhere across half court.
Crossley from the volleyball line, knocking that one. That's a 30-foot plus jumper. Now the lead to 5. Yellow Jackets more than game here in the battle at the Villages. Class 6A region semifinalist. Here's Thompson off the mark.
And a good shot there by Thompson, and it looked like it was going in just a hair long.
Rattery right into the hoop. He got around Lee. And now timeout here. Buffalo, largest deficit of the night. Still early, 4:10 to go with this timeout. We'll take one to tell you about our title sponsor. That's Middleton by the Villages. We hope you'll take the time to enjoy their beautiful downtown, featuring amazing new restaurants and shops that are now open for you to enjoy. Be sure to stop by the Middleton Welcome Home Center, located at 2219 Dr. Raymond McDaniel Way, to discover what makes Middleton a great place to call home. It's been a great home for basketball as well these last 3 days, as we have just about filled out the bracket. 7th place going to De La Salle, East Hall 8th place. Victory Christian gets 5th place, Upper Arlington in 6th. And then over in third place, St. Mary's defeated Macaulay earlier. The bigger finest part, Upper Arlington got that victory. I had it wrote down wrong here. Upper Arlington, our 5th place team, Victory Christian in 6th. .410 to go, halfway point of this second quarter. It has flown by. Talk about trusting with 2 fouls. And Cam Lee, a good little floater. But Aaron Britt Jr. in with 2 fouls. Cyrus Infort was about to check in and then came back. Here's Crossley with Simpson on him. Simpson, good defense there. Goes the other way. Brutus the rebound, up ahead to Cam Lee. He's gonna woe it up. Thompson, over to Britt Jr. Derwin Link on him, the long, lengthy 6'6" defender. Gives it over to Thompson. Not all that great spacing on the for the Buffalo in the offensive end here. 3 guys all next to each other. Now they'll move around with a set call from Colt McDowell. 12 on the shot clock. Britt, corner, Thompson, 3, too long.
And you have to wonder if the foul trouble on Ethan Beavis is affecting the Buffalo, because he would have been one of the options besides Jared Thompson to go out there and shoot that 3.
Foul there, going down hard. It's Miles Simpson. Ethan Beavis is sitting here below us, ready to check in. 29-22 ball game. Rattery. Look at Cam Lee's jersey. His jersey is ripped right in the midsection here. We're gonna need to get him a new uniform at some point. He has a gaping hole in the middle of his uniform. Cam Lee will come out. It is a good size hole.
There's no hold on that last possession there, Cody. One of those where the player goes over to the referee and go, what do you mean I wasn't held?
Ball don't lie, jersey don't lie either, I suppose. Here's Simpson. Beavis did check in for him. And Miles Simpson not able to convert there. 3 minutes to go, second quarter. 7-point game, Bartow. Inside, Terry. Got nowhere to go with it. Now he fires across. That one hit the net. And the shot there from Williams, no good. Beavis up ahead. Brutus and Britt. They're trying to draw a third one here really badly on Britt. They're not going to get it. Terrence McGriff staunchly walking down towards that official. It's going to go against Terry. A different number here. Cam Lee has switched to 33.
We have a change in number. Cam Lee has changed for number 11. He is now wearing number 33. Cam Lee.
Now Lee, after his jersey change, will be wearing 33. Shot is up and good by Britt. He atones there. 5-point game. This is Terry trying to get it off to Sinfort, denied. Jared Thompson on him. Terry and Thompson was up in the air, fell for the pump fake, and he landed on top of Terry. And that's now 2 on Thompson. So 2 on Bernard, who's on the bench, 2 on Britt, and 2 on Thompson.
And 2 on Beavis.
So I thought the same as well, but I'm fairly certain they changed one because he just has 1 in the official stats. Miles Simpson has a foul now as well. But could be a live stats there as well. We'll look into it for you. So yes, he does have 2. So my partner was correct. Ethan Beavis with 2 fouls as well.
And Simpson does have that one, so another worry is if he picks up another one, where do you go?
2 for Sinfort and Rattery for Bartow, 0 and 3 in blue. Only Sinfort's on the floor now, and Britt. And again, falling down there was Terry, trying to draw one. Not going to get the call, though. It's a bucket from Brutus. 30-26. Brutus up to 6 points. Leading scorer for the Buffaloes, Beavis, with 7.
And Simpson, with the foul, having to guard Crossley, staying all over him, but can't box him out for that rebound.
A shot, a 3, it's good. Sinfort. Lead back to 7. It's the largest of the night. It's been there twice now for Bartow. Each time the Buffalo have responded, it's not allowed it to grow anymore. Lee, corner, Simpson. Inside, what a move. Miles Simpson right around Matthew Williams. Now the steal by Britt, and the bucket is good over Williams again. Just like that, the lead down to 3. 1:15 to go. Now a steal by, almost. Britt almost knocked it away. Williams a shot, no good. Boy, pushing underneath the basket was Cotton. That ball is going to go out of bounds and go to the Buffalo. They can tie it with a 3 or inch closer with a 2, 1:04 until halftime.
And the shot clock still in effect with over a minute remaining here. Minute 4 for the Buffalo. Possession, they probably want to take as much time as they want, but also want to leave themselves a little bit of time so they're not trying to beat the buzzer.
Colt McDowell calls a play in from the sideline. Here comes the trap on Lee. He dribbles right through it. Then he gets into the lane, stops, pops, and he hits. That's a freshman, Cam Lee, wearing 33.
And yes, his role is to be a true point guard, but hey, if the defense isn't going to guard you, you might as well go ahead and get your basket. Simpson still face guarding Crossley. The Buffalo don't want Crossley to get any more open opportunities.
Brutus rips it away up to Britt. He is fouled. See if that goes on Crossley. If so, oh no, excuse me, that'd be his first. Terry does have one already, and it is. That's 2 on Jacoby Terry. He's kind of been that little pest, if you will. Say that endearingly for Bartow defensively.
Yeah, it's a basketball coach's dream on defense, and he absolutely gets up into the best ball handler for the other team, makes them uncomfortable for 32 minutes or as long as he's in the game for it.
Aaron Britt Jr. a chance to tie and then give the Buffalo the lead. And he's got to settle for tying here. He misses that one long.
And the Buffalo now 3 for 8 from the free throw line.
It's not great. Again, they're up over 65% now on the season, but it has been a roller coaster of statistics for them this year. And he hits, so we are tied. It's a 7-0 run for the Buffalo in the last 90 seconds.
And Bartow does not have to force a shot here to leave any time for the Buffalo. Doesn't matter, Hurley Brutus will make time.
Steal, lay in, the Buffalo lead. Now they'll hold for the last shot, they being Bartow. And VHS needs a defensive stand here.
And unusual for the Buffalo, Hurley Brutus playing all 16 minutes of this first half, as well as Aaron Britt Jr. First time this season we've seen it. Sorry, Cody.
Sorry, Marty. Rattery stops, pops over Beavis. No good. Brutus the rebound. And Cam Lee not going to get a shot off. Oh, he was hit hard there by Crossley at the buzzer. They're going to say it was at the end of the half. Whoa, take a breath, Marty. 35-33, the score here at the half. The Buffalo have found their way back in. They end the half on a 9-0 run, and they take a 2-point lead into the break. Stick with us, folks. We'll be back for the second half for the Battle of the Villages Championship right after this.
Want to see highlights like these and more? Head over to battleatthevillages.com, your digital home for all things Battle at the Villages. You can find team information, statistics, live streams, ticketing information, bracket and game times, and much more, all in one place designed just for you. You can catch all of the action for this year's tournament and more at battleatthevillages.com.
This is the Buffalo Stampeders. Here, we seek to empower and develop the youth of Central Florida through participation in sports. through a variety of sports including football, basketball, volleyball, cheer, and more. We are able to offer a wide field of opportunities for youth of all ages to engage in a competitive environment, while at the same time being taught valuable life skills and lessons that will help them to serve their communities well beyond their years in youth sports. For more information about our youth sports programs, registering a participant, donations, and more, please visit our website at www.buffalostampeders.com or scan the QR codes found on the screen.
Well, I hope you had a chance to take a breath. We certainly took advantage of it. A thrilling first half here at the Battle at the Villages Championship in Middleton, Florida. The Villages High School, home of the Buffalo, and those hosts have a 2-point lead over Bartow in this 3-day, 8-team tournament event finale. It's been a good one. See some of the highlights there. There's been plenty of them to watch for. Some good shooting, a few highlight reel dunks, worthy of highlight reels, that's for sure. As you watch the rest of those, we'll give you some halftime stats here. For the Villages, they're 14 of 28 from the field, 50%. Just 3 of 12 from beyond the arc, 25%. And only 4 of 9 from the charity stripe, 44%. They have 8 assists on those 14 makes, and they have 3 turnovers. For Bartow, they are 13 of 28 for 46%, 4 of 9 from beyond the arc at 44%, and 3 of 5 from the charity stripe at 60%. They have 11 assists on 13 makes and 6 turnovers. The largest lead for the Yellow Jackets is 7. The Villages, 3. Marty, they closed on a 9-0 run to end that first half, and it certainly makes that Buffalo locker room feel a little bit better. A lot of work to do here, though. We know this is going to be a tight second half.
It's one of those things where it seems like everything wrong that happened for the Buffalo in the first half is stuff they just can clean up in the second half. Got to make your free throws. Keep shooting those threes if they're good looks, but also don't be afraid to attack the basket. Bartow committed just as many fouls as the Villages. There's no advantage to not attacking. It's not as if you're not getting the same foul calls.
Speaking of fouls, trouble afoot potentially for a few key players in this game. They're okay now starting the second half, but as soon as you pick up that third, you get into danger zone a little bit. Jomar Bernard only played the first 4+ minutes. He's got 2 fouls. Ethan Beavis, 2 fouls. Aaron Britt Jr., 2 fouls. Jared Thompson, 2 fouls. That is 4 starters for the Buffalo who are looking to avoid that third. And on the other side for Bartow, a couple of starters, Cyrus Sinford and James Rattery, they're 2 starting guards at the 1 and 2 positions, have 2 fouls. Then the top point guard off the bench, Jacoby Terry, also with 2.
We may just need to check that stat sheet, Cody, because you and I might have 2 fouls at this point.
we might. It is a physical one. They might hit the broadcasters with a couple whistles as well. 2-point lead for the Buffalo. Cam Lee is going to start this second half in place of Jomar Bernard. It's the starters out otherwise, though, for the Buffalo. And it is the starting 5 all the way around for Bartow.
Makes you wonder if Cole McDowell saw something going guard heavy here. Hurley Brutus probably playing more of a guard role right now than anything else.
As Link against him, does the job there defensively. Cleared out, rebound by Beavis. Up ahead, Cam Lee. Corner, Thompson. He'll swing it around here underneath. Gets a nice little stop there. Pop, no good. Gets the putback, no good. But Beavis on the offensive board. A second and a third chance opportunity is good.
And boy, we knew Ethan Beavis could shoot the basketball, but since his growth spurt and the blooming of his athleticism, he has become a rebounding machine for the Buffalo.
Push off there by Rattery, and he's going to throw this one almost away. Sinfort, a one-handed snag there. Rattery got a lot of miscommunication there by the Buffalo defensively. They're chewing each other out a little bit. Healthy criticism.
And if that's one thing that'll upset Colt McDowell, it's a blown assignment or a missed switch like that.
Jomar Bernard has moved to the scorer's table, sitting here right in front of us. So he will check in for the first time since early in that first quarter. Here's Thompson in the baseline, blocked by Sinfort, and then trying to go up with it. It's going to be ripped away by Rattery, and it's a jump ball. The arrow will keep it here with the Buffalo. And here comes Jomar Bernard. They need him to get going. He's 0 for 1. He's missed a three-pointer, has a rebound. And he has struggled yesterday as well. Just 2 points on 1 of 10 shooting, 0 of 5 from 3. He needs to get going. Here's Aaron Britt Jr. at 3, no good. Brutus tries to punch in the putback, also no good. Rattery clears it. This is a corner 3 opportunity. I believe that's Sinfort. It is, and it's no good. Brutus ahead to Britt. He'll woe it up. Now inside in the post. Brutus got Brinson on his back. See if he tries the spin move. Oh, kind of a little step back. Hurley Brutus in and out.
Shots that were falling the first 2 days of the tournament, not falling now for the Buffalo. Maybe a little bit of fatigue setting in. We talked about it all day, the grind that the Battle at the Villages can be. Cam Lee has drawn the assignment now, guarding Crossley for Bartow.
Crossley tried to draw a foul. To no avail. Referee right there and told him to get up. This ball tipped away, stolen away. Here comes Bernard with it. He's got two men with him. Bernard going right to the hoop. Bucket in the foul. Welcome to the game, Jomar Bernard.
Well, if his best option was possibly kicking it out to Aaron Britt Jr., I guess the next best option is go ahead and get that three-point conversion yourself.
Cole McDowell screaming at Jomar Bernard, let's go. We know Cole McDowell, there's plenty of love and then there's plenty of tough love, and I think that not starting the second half with Bernard might have been just a little bit of a message, if you will. We'll ask him post-game. Want to get Jomar going, and maybe it did.
And I think Cole McDowell wisely here trying to use some substitutions earlier to get guys rest in case the foul trouble crops up again and he has to extend minutes for guys that aren't expecting it.
Bernard finishes off the three-point play. Jomar Bernard, usually a smiley, happy-go-lucky player. I haven't seen him smile in about an hour, and that might be a bad sign for the Yellow Jackets if he gets going. Here's Rattery. This is Crossley. Enough space. The Buffalo went under the little handoff screen there, and Beavis could not get out, and you cannot leave Ja'Kylan Crossley open.
Yeah, you have to communicate better earlier in that screen. Cam Lee breaking the trap.
Turnover here. Beavis lets it go out of his grasp. Crossley now 4 of 5 from 3. That's a three-pointer for Sinfort, and back-to-back threes has the Yellow Jackets in front, 41-40. Now Bernard up ahead. Jomar Bernard finishes strong.
I guess he figured since he wasn't hitting from range last night, he might as well take it all the way to the basket every attempt he gets tonight.
That is the top 100 national player that we've come to know in Jomar Bernard.
There's one thing Bernard has improved this year. It's his finishing around the rim. He's consistently above the rim as he's attacking the basket.
Bernard now draws Crossley on the assignment. And Brutus was screened. He couldn't get out to Sinfort. Back-to-back possessions of three-pointers. And it's a timeout, Terrence McGriff. And the Bartow Yellow Jackets, they have a 44-42 lead. One more look at it right here. And this game is brought to you by Middleton by the Villages as we look at that. We hope you take the time to enjoy their beautiful downtown with amazing new restaurants and shops now open. Be sure to also visit the Middleton Welcome Home Center located at 2219 Dr. Rainey McDaniel Way to discover what makes Middleton a great place to call home. Bartow now 7 of 13 from beyond the arc. The Buffalo just 3 of 13. That might be a little bit of a reverse of what we thought might happen. VHS, really strong three-point shooting team. We figured Ja'Kylan Crossley would get his. He has lit up the net. Again, mentioned it, 23.5 points in this tournament, including 30 on day one. He's up to 12 on 4 of 5 from beyond the arc.
And you really have to think about this. Bartow off to a hot start, shooting threes, 7 of 13. If they go cold at all, what is their next response to the way the Buffalo is just absolutely pushing the pace on offense?
2-point advantage, 4:35, third quarter.
Simpson into this game now for the Buffalo.
Takes the place of Cam Lee, so VHS going to get a little bit larger. A trap coming. Get it away to Brutus. They got to break the press here. They do. This is Bernard. Going to be stopped there right at the paint. It's to Miles Simpson. Now the ball to Aaron Britt Jr. back at the top, and the Buffalo will run a set. Too high look, and the motion starts. Aaron Britt Jr. dribbles into traffic. Back up top to Bernard. Thought he maybe would go for the three, goes behind the back instead. Up and in, he was hit on the hand, no call. Gets his own rebound though, Bernard in! This might be the best we have seen Jomar Bernard play this season.
And if things aren't going well for your top two, Hurley Brutus, Aaron Britt Jr. to start the second half, you go to Jomar Bernard.
Bernard, a man possessed. And the afro is afro, and it is flaring all over the place. Tie ball game, 4 minutes and counting now underneath that, third quarter. What a way to ring in the new year with us. We're glad you're here. Battle at the Villages Championship. That's a shot and a slap on the arm from Miles Simpson. That's now 2 on him.
The contest was good until he extended that arm down to commit the foul. kind of just need to let a player who's off balance shooting like that go ahead and take the shot, box him out. And if you thought Jared Thompson was going to get a lot of rest, you were incorrect. He's coming back into this one now.
Terrence McGriff really upset there on the sideline with his guys. Rattery, that one was no good from the jump.
It almost seems like it. Colt McDowell, Terrence McGriff both created the perfect game plan to beat the other team, and neither team is able to execute it like they want to be able to take the advantage.
Second one on the way here from Rattery. Jacoby Terry checking in as well. And back in the game also is Kenny Cotton for Bartow. Second one is good, so Bartow back in front. The lead has now changed 6 times. And a 5-second call for the Buffalo. Just the 4th turnover of the night for VHS. Cam Lee will check in for Jared Thompson. Really hard to take Cam Lee off the floor right now. This is Crossley. We got Ethan Beavis picking him up 30 feet from the hoop. You got to. There's Rattery. Try to get Crossley this ball. You just know it. There he's got it, and he shoots. In and out. That one rattled all the way around. Cam Lee running. He's got Brutus on the far wing, but nobody on his side to distribute it cleanly. Here's Aaron Britt Jr. inside to Hurley. Brutus at the jam! Hurley Brutus. What a find from Aaron Britt Jr., the penetration and the drop-off. And the Buffalo back in front. Our 7th lead change.
The Buffalo did a great job on that high ball screen. They want to switch all of these, but they're also trying to ice the ball handler into actually using it.
Here's Rattery, takes the screen. Screen man caught up with Beavis, no call, and now a travel.
And the Buffalo say as much elite defense as Bartow can play, the Villages will do it as well, and Bartow needs a timeout.
30-second timeout by Terrence McGriff. We'll keep it here. Get one more look at it. While you do, we'll again refresh you on the results from earlier today, as we had De La Salle out of Chicago defeat East Hall from Gainesville, Georgia, 65-54 in our 7th place game. Our 5th place game saw Upper Arlington from Columbus, Ohio defeat Victory Christian from Lakeland, Florida, 59-54. And then just most recently, our 3rd place game, St. Mary's out of Phoenix, Arizona, one of the top teams from Arizona, defeating McCallie School from Chattanooga, Tennessee, 79-68. And that's all led to here. 12th game in 3 days at the Battle at the Villages, the championship, and it has been a good one thus far. 46-45 the Buffalo lead. We've had 5 ties, 7 lead changes. Neither team's led by more than 7. They've not been separated by quarter score by more than 3 points at any point as well. That ball was not ready to be inbounded. Wet spots all over the floor from water during that timeout. The ball was getting ready to be put into play.
Hey, can you run? Hurley, you can't run.
Brutus got to get the ball inbounded in a stationary position. Spot throw for him. First option and Britt's denied. Goes back to him though. Here comes the pressure. And up ahead to Bernard. What a pass. I don't know how he caught that, but he did. Back to Britt. Over in the corner, Lee drives into the paint. Tough take, and he's fouled.
And talking about Aaron Britt Jr. trusting the freshman point guard. He easily could have pulled it himself. No, swing it to the point guard who's going to slash and get himself 2 free throws at the line.
Foul there on Kenny Cotton. It's his first.
We talked so much at the beginning of this season, Cody, about how Cam Lee reminds us of one of the most famous Buffalo basketball players, Terry Ivory, led the Buffalo for 4 years as their point guard.
Went on to play at Stetson University there in DeLand, the Atlantic Sun Conference.
And is now one of the premier trainers here in Florida for players looking to go to college or pro, training his best friend and Charlotte Hornets player Trey Mann over the summer prior to his second year at Florida.
Bartow can tie with a 2, take the lead with a 3. This is Terry. Jacoby Terry. Now Ja'Kylan Crossley. Oh, I thought he was going to take that shot. He had the space. Instead, a little dump off to Kenny Cotton. That's a big bucket there from the senior forward. Tied up once again. 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. It is a battle of wills here in the Battle of the Villages. No look past Brutus. Bernard, 3. You better believe it. Jomar Bernard, have a third quarter, young man. He's got 10 points. They are all in this quarter. And now coming the other way with it is Bernard. He's going to give it back up. He tries to. He does. Finally, Britt. Cam Lee will stop, pop, spin, no good. I don't think he saw Brutus wide open behind him, but that's all right.
No, and the Buffalo have pretty much abandoned relying on the three-pointer, and it's paid off for them so far. Now they just have to lock up on defense if they want to maintain this lead.
That Bernard three-pointer there was the first one they attempted in the second half. Minute 10 to go. That's going to be a travel. Indecisiveness there, I think, by Ethan Beavis. Buffalo scoring is balanced. 10 apiece for Bernard. Again, all in the third quarter. 10 for Hurley Brutus. 9 each for Beavis and Aaron Britt Jr. You hear Colt McDowell maybe on our court mic basically get in Ethan Beavis' ears. He came off the floor for that substitution. Play confident. You're good enough.
Yeah, be strong, play confident. One thing Colt McDowell will do is he will promote his players into believing into themselves. Terrence McGriff, also a great motivator, getting his guys to play at the highest potential.
A whistle here, shot clock never ran. Buffalo have only went 7 deep here, the 5 starters, and then Miles Simpson and Cam Lee off the bench. Bartow has played 9 guys. Lazarian Zimmerman hasn't played much, just a little over a minute in the first half. 1 minute to go, third quarter. 25 on the shot clock. St. Bartow takes a 2-for-1 opportunity here. Here's Crossley driving inside. Not really his game, and he finds a way to make me look foolish. What a shot, Ja'Kylan Crossley. He's now up to 14 points. That was his first make from inside the arc. Here's Bernard. Driving, kicking, Thompson 3. No, he fakes it, gets inside. He'll take a 2. That one was halfway down and out.
If you're Jared Thompson, you're asking, how does that not go in?
Terry misses, Link the offensive putback, and it's in. 53-50. Last possession of the third quarter here if the Buffalo want it, and they will. Six seconds. Aaron Britt Jr.'s got to go. He's got Terry all over him. Corner 3, Cam Lee. Bang! Tie game heading to the fourth quarter.
So loud in here on that mid shot, you can't even hear the horn sound, Cody.
I ask you again, are you not entertained? We will head to the fourth quarter all knotted up. The Battle at the Villages title is on the line. 8 minutes, maybe more. We'll decide it when we come back on YouTube.
If you're looking for that special place to call home and become part of a community where neighbors are more like family, we invite you to discover Middleton, a family-friendly community conveniently located surrounding the state-of-the-art, newly expanded campus of the Villages Charter School, and the up-and-coming Middleton downtown featuring all your daily conveniences. To learn more about Middleton and the wide variety of homes, we encourage you to come visit Middleton.
A great place to call home.
About to start the fourth quarter of action here at the Battle at the Villages Championship. The host Buffalo looking to make it 2 in a row, standing in their way, a more than worthy adversary in the Bartow Yellow Jackets. Marty, 53-53 through 3 quarters of play. The statistics all across the board just about identical. It is fitting of the namesake of this tournament. It has been a battle, and it should continue to be.
Not only has it been a battle, but boy, just 2 highly, highly talented and competitive teams going against one another here in the championship of the Battle at the Villages. In 12 years, I don't think there's been a more competitive game headed into the fourth quarter.
Well, here we go, 8 minutes to decide a battle champion. This is Rattery, over to Link. Terry back up top. Late minutes here for Matthew Williams. Very guard-heavy lineup. 4 of them. For Bartow, save for the 6'6" Link, who's coming way out to receive this ball. Almost has it taken away. Bad gamble there by Brutus, but the Buffalo trying to recover. And now Sinford to 3, and it's a bad gamble in the end.
And I was about to just make a comment that not having Crossley out there could hinder their outside game, but boy, Sinford pouring it in on his own accord.
Kylan Crossley, leading scorer on the bench to start this fourth quarter. Up and under move by Thompson. We're tied again. Crossley with 14 points leads all scorers. Bernard and Brutus lead the Buffalo at 10. Another 3 and another make. Cyrus Sinford. Buffalo with some defensive breakdowns here. This is Bernard. Off to Cam Lee. He's got the 6'6" Link on him, and he hasn't ripped away. Brutus, though, inside, and he's going to be fouled as he put that shot up.
Buffalo just have to pull it together on defense. They've got to not get crossed up like that. They can't be missing assignments. And you can't be expecting Brutus to go from guarding Link in the paint to closing out a 3-point shooter.
Brutus will go to the line. He's 0 for 1. Buffalo are just 6 of 12. They need to improve there if free throws come down to be the difference, as they sometimes often do. James Rattery just ran out of the gym. See what happened there. He wasn't on the floor to begin with. Make there by Brutus, 2 for 2 trip. Ethan Beavis will come in.
And Brutus is going to be set right back in after he grabs a cup of water.
(59-57). Oh, Terry, good move right around Cam Lee. The lead is 4. Cam Lee somehow kept his footing. Joe Bernard going to go right around Link. I'm going to say Cam Lee, they lost his shoe. Officials timeout. They call that officials timeout for the lost shoe?
Yeah, it's a player safety issue. I think Colt McDowell would have liked that whistle blow a little bit later, because Joe Bernard was almost uncontested there to the rim.
Yeah, he had got around Derwin Link. Brutus is on Brinson here, trying to get a switch elsewhere. Inside, Britt had contact all over him. And now Sinford and Lee battle for it. Jump ball. Now here is Aaron Britt Jr. Three-point shot, top of the key, no good. Beavis can't get the rebound. Thompson battling forward inside, underneath to Beavis. He makes Link get to his feet, and he drops it in. It's a 2-point game. Here is Terry. Terry up top now, back to Crossley. You've got to stay on him here if you're Jared Thompson. You know he's looking to shoot that three ball and create some space to do it. Extreme perimeter shooter. In fact, of his last 9 shots in this tournament, I beg your pardon, in the last 11 shots, only 1 has been from inside the arc. There's a 3 from Sinford. He's been hot this 4th quarter, and he has cooled down momentarily. Beavis has it thrown off of him. He recovers it, though. Here's Thompson up ahead to Lee, the lay-in. That's got to be a goaltend. And they're going to say a bucket and a foul instead. That'll work out for the Buffalo. Maybe should have been a goaltend, but it's a foul. That's going to go on Sinford. So Cam Lee will shoot to give the Buffalo the lead. Jomar Bernard will get ready to check back in here for Lee. Shot by Lee is no good. Link the rebound. Here's Rattery. He has hit, almost knocked away from him. Link the rebound. Link is all over the back of Brutus, and he'll get the foul call. Derwin Link called for the foul. It's the 3rd on Link. So Link picks up his 3rd. Buffalo, a little 5-0 run to tie it again, just under 5 minutes to go. Here's the lead. Over to Aaron Britt Jr. Aaron Britt Jr. just 2 of 9 shooting. Lee driving to the hoop. The freshman phenom continues. Crossley lost in transition. An open 3. It was halfway down.
I think he'll join the Jared Thompson "why didn't that go down" club after that one.
That one I was certain was going to fall.
Yeah, shots like that usually go in.
Britt Jr. harassed on the way to the hoop, throws one up, no foul. He's got to get to his feet because Bartow's got numbers. He rejoins the play. Here's Crossley with the aforementioned Thompson on him. Cam Lee is bent over at the waist. He is gassed. He asked for a substitution. One is coming. Ethan Beavis. Crossley open again. How does he get that open? Just miscommunication by the Buffalo, and Bartow jumps back in front. 64-63. Well, we got a moment. We'll thank our title sponsor, Middleton by the Villages. We hope you take the time to enjoy their beautiful downtown area with amazing new restaurants and shops that are always open. Be sure to also stop by the Middleton Welcome Home Center located at 2219 Dr. Randy McDaniel Way. That's where you can discover what makes Middleton a great place to call home. Crossley now 5 of 8 from 3. Cyrus Sinford is 5 of 8 from 3. Rattery is 0 for 3, and no one else has taken one. So Crossley and Sinford, you've got to mark them. They have 17 and 15 points, respectively. 10 of 19 is Bartow from beyond the arc. Buffalo just 5 of 16. My partner's credit earlier, though, VHS is just 2 of 3 from 3 in the second half. They have not certainly attempted as many here in this second half.
That's just one of those things. Great teams make shots in big games.
Of course, stick around with us for after this one. We will have all tournament team, a couple of selections remaining here by my count. We have 2 selections. I beg your pardon. Actually, I have 3 left to go. And then we will also have the tournament's most outstanding player and the most valuable player, as well as the first and second place trophies to give out. 3:45 and counting. It's a 1-point lead to the visitors from Polk County. We have more Battle at the Villages out-of-state participants for the first time in this tournament's history, and we end up with 2 Florida teams less than an hour apart. And they've given us a thrilling, worthy championship. Here's Brutus, spin move, and it's in. Buffalo.
And boy, do we have 2 Florida teams here. Might be 2 of the best public school teams in the state of Florida playing tonight on New Year's Eve. What a way to ring in the year of 2026.
8 times we've been tied. That was the 11th lead change, the 5th alone in the second half. Here's Link, no good, not even close. Bernard the rebound.
And Link also appealing, he wants a foul call.
Buffalo have not been whistled for one yet in this fourth quarter, and Colt McDowell is going to take a timeout. And we will take a commercial with him real quick. 3 minutes to go. We'll join the other side of it. It's a 1-point game in the Battle at the Villages Championship.
Want to see highlights like these and more? Head over to battleatthevillages.com, your digital home for all things Battle at the Villages. You can find team information, statistics, live streams, ticketing information, bracket and game times, and much more, all in one place designed just for you. You can catch all of the action for this year's tournament and more at battleatthevillages.com.
To decide 2 teams separated by 1 point at the Battle at the Villages Championship.
One thing to take into account here, the foul count this quarter. The Villages, no fouls committed. Bartow, 3 fouls committed. The Villages 2 fouls away from getting bonus free throw opportunity. So badly did I want to say 1-and-1, Cody. However, that's not how it is anymore. 2 free throws once you reach the 5th foul in a quarter.
Here's Aaron Britt Jr. right at Jacoby Terry, and it's a block, and that bucket went in. The shot went in. Take another look at it. Foul on Terry. The bucket and the foul, Aaron Britt Jr. So 3-point lead for the Buffalo. They can extend it. Extend it here to 4 with a make from Aaron Britt Jr. Shot is up and good by Britt. It's a 4-point lead for the Buffalo. Crossley hounded by Aaron Britt Jr.
And we can hear it over the comms of our camera crew commentating. They say suddenly 4 points seems like a big lead. It is in this game.
Buffalo, their largest lead is 5. Bartow is 7, but it's back in the first quarter. A rush shot there at the shot clock late by Rattery, and he knocks it down.
Boy, Rattery, he doesn't take many shots. He doesn't get many opportunities, but when he does, it seems like he's cash money for them, as the kids like to say, Cody.
2 minutes to go. We're separated by 2 points between 2 Florida heavy makers, Bartow and the Villages. Bernard driving the lane, has it ripped away from him. I think Link was the party that did it. Rattery coming back ahead. Corner, Crossley, 3, he's fouled. Whew, take a breath.
You know, all 10 players on the court need a breath. You see it for Bartow, Simfort. He's exhausted. Brinson, he's exhausted. Cam Lee already exhausted. Now gets him coming back in from a breather. Hurley Brutus, Aaron Britt Jr. playing almost this entire game. I believe Britt Jr. has played this entire game. Brutus came out for all of about 40 seconds. in the middle of the third quarter.
Crossley misses the first. Still got 2 more to come. So no chance of Bartow to take the lead here. He misses the second. Crossley's been the best player, sorry Marty, all tournament for Bartow, struggling here.
There's an NBA player that once said something that proved a little prophetic about the basketball not lying when there's a controversial call. Makes you wonder how much contact there was from Jared Thompson. Now, he didn't argue too much, so he likely got him. And Crossley only gets 1 of those 3. Maybe that's an opportunity for the Buffalo. You just foul him and let him shoot in those 3s.
Jared Thompson's wide open in the corner. I don't think Bartow realized it, and the Buffalo throw it away. Thompson was snuck in the corner, leaning down, and Bartow didn't realize it, and neither did the Villages, unfortunately for them. 96 seconds to go. VHS leads by 1.
And that's one of the few times that you'll see the flash of Cam Lee looking like a freshman. Normally he's so poised and plays more like an upperclassman.
Well, y'all see his eyes. They were darting to all the other 3 guys on the floor. He was almost like he was looking for Thompson. He was crouched down in the corner all alone. Never got to see him. Play on. Bartow, 3-point shot at Sinford. He's been hot, and he stays hot. The visitors lead by 2, 1:11 to play.
This went from a good shooting night to absolute insanity for Bartow.
One minute to go for the battle. 2-point lead for Bartow. Both these squads are gassed, and both have to feel like this experience is going to boost them going forward.
And Cam Lee has to go. 9 seconds on the shot clock.
Lee drives in, kicks it to Thompson, fakes the shot, gets inside, back to Lee. Someone's got to shoot. It's Lee, and it's in! Tie game, 40 seconds to go. Up the court, it's Rattery. They can extinguish just about the entire clock here if they choose.
And Aaron Britt Jr. finds himself matched up on Crossley. He can't get lost. He cannot lose Crossley at this critical moment.
They are going to hold for the final shot of here. Ball almost stripped away by Lee. It's recovered by Crossley. Williams will offer a screen, try to free up Rattery. I think it's going to be some sort of driving kick. A lot of attention on Crossley. You got to watch Sinford. He's 6 of 9 from 3 as well. Rattery trying to make a move, kicks it over. That's Williams. Shot clock, and he hits the shot, and the game is over. Matthew Williams, the game winner at the buzzer, and the Bartow Yellow Jackets are the 2025 Battle at the Villages champions. What an effort by both teams. They left it all on the floor. And VHS falls for the first time on their home floor this season. And there it is. You see it was plenty good. He let the shot go at 2.9. And it didn't end up falling through the hoop until 9/10 of a second. No time for VHS to get anything off, and Bartow wins it. Stick with us. We will have the trophy ceremony right after this here on YouTube.
We're going to turn it over to our tournament director, Marty Zuro.
Thank you, Kyle, and thank you, everybody, for coming out to the 2025 Battle at the Villages, our 12th annual tournament. First off, we have an all-tournament team selection from the Villages. Aaron Britt Jr. Next up, another all-tournament team selection from Bartow, Cyrus Sinford. And next up, another all-tournament team selection from Bartow, Derwin Link. And now, annually, we award the best player during this tournament from the runner-up team, the Most Valuable Player Award. This year, this player from the Villages, Hurley Brutus. And then this year's top player from the championship team, the winner of Most Outstanding Player, led the tournament in points per game, especially after his incredible performance on night one and tonight, Jakylan Crossley. And now the 12th annual Battle at the Villages runner-up from here in Middleton, Florida, the Villages High School Buffalo. And now, the 12th annual Battle at the Villages champion from Polk County, the Bartow High School Yellow Jackets. Thank you all for coming out. The 2026 Battle at the Villages will be held here next year, December 28th through 30th, right here. Check out battleatthevillages.com for more information.
So there you have it. The champions are the Bartow Yellow Jackets. Their first ever trip to the battle, and they come away victorious. They deny the Villages at the buzzer a repeat opportunity. The Villages are looking to become the first back-to-back champion since 2020-2021. And unfortunately, they are denied at the buzzer. Matthew Williams, a shot, 0.9 seconds left. And he hits it. It's the game winner for the Bartow Yellow Jackets. Real quickly, wrapping up some of the superlatives that you just heard there. Derwin Link and Cyrus Sinford named to the all-tournament team, as well as Aaron Britt Jr. We also had Hurley Brutus from the Villages as the most valuable player. And then the most outstanding player, the top player in the tournament, was the leading scorer of the tournament, Jakylan Crossley. He had 18 points tonight as well, and from Bartow, leading the champions of the battle. Well, folks, that's just about going to do it for us here. You have been with us all the way along, and we appreciate it. 3 days, 8 teams, 12 games, and it comes down to a basket at the buzzer. One more time, your final score, Bartow 72, the Villages 70. The Bartow Yellow Jackets are your battle champions. For my broadcast partner, Marty Zuro, and our fantastic entire crew, everybody from behind the scenes to the cameras and in the booth, we thank you so much for watching this presentation of the 2025 Battle at the Villages. So long, everybody, and Happy New Year.